the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Yeah, press that play. Hey, here it is. Hey, yo. So you see the PlayStation button right in the middle, right between the two analog sticks.
Bro, you gotta focus on that game, dog, before you lose. That's what you need to do.
This is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And some space. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Man, how the fuck is Jamal Adams hit Bo Jackson making him fumble? That's bullshit. I hate fucking Seattle, bro. That nigga ain't hitting like that, bro.
In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude,
it's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Get the fuck out of here. This nigga smooth putting in cold
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it this time. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people. They're allowed to be no less than a one-on-one situation. Allows him to get home.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
He goes down. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Step back. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
That's what he's got to be happy to have back. There was a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there,
bullshit,
you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All the fucking time.
You try to use a picket?
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
God damn it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he
that
is going
to
stop cold.
And one nigga had it in his hand. And shit still fell out.
This will be a loss of 3. And now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe it takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looking to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll drop to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's Hines. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Von Miller coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
To
set up the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I got to do it the silent way. And I think when I go see the goal, I'm going loud. I didn't want to go loud.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Mayfield down. And a loose football.
Just fucking man, bro.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Open that hole up.
Third and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play that was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That's taken on the 25. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines, 32 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
For some reason, I'm always in this motherfucker stadium.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I understand all that shit, but I can't get shit.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have recovered. How much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about the ball being slick when there's rain or snow and it's got moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's complete to DK Metcalf. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike 52, Mike 52. What's the general? West. 25, check 25.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
52. Not today, you are. Not today. Alpha.
Now back to throw. And he is
how the fuck this nigga family ain't nobody even touching him?
A 12-yard touchdown grab. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I just threw down
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run with Hines. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, but my thing is, this ain't the fucking quarterback, man.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far. And it's 1st and 10.
Look at that. Another tackle. Another tackle by the
He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now it's Hines. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Travion Williams taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I make it like the 40 before he was first time. He's going to come.
Down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Look at that shit, bro. That's pass fucking interference. But they don't call that bullshit. Then look at swear the whole fucking time pass fucking interference. But tell me you ain't see that bullshit, right? Bro, that's pass interference and niggas for like 10 yards straight, bro.
This drive in the air. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant.
Man, look. That man there. That man up at that 9-9 hit there.
16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And I hit stick it. And it ain't giving a hit. Yeah. But that's a hit stick.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Myers' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he's got some space here. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to score.
I'm holding myself on speed up, bro. That's bullshit, bro.
A big play there.
He's going to get at least 2 of them a game.
Taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on.
Only in fucking Seattle, bro.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Hold the fucking
fielded him about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And they got like 95 pass block. What you mean?
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
And they got 95 pass.
They're going to try and throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw.
Look at that shit.
Into heavy traffic.
Just overthrew that shit, bro. What the fuck you doing?
Near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Why the fuck you in the fucking game? Bro, I got Mayfield and I got that motherfucker Cunningham.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Bro, so why the fuck I hit the
9 yards is the
RB
pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I am hitting it. I am flicking that shit.
2nd and 1.
Look at that. I hit flick that time too. Bro, I flicked that bitch and what happened? No,
in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
No, they fucking
and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I had the square button tackle. I've been hitting the fucking quarterback the whole goddamn time. And what happened?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately,
every time, bro, we play in
4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Look at that shit. How in the fuck? How the fuck you still in the fucking game?
Near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski will return the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone.
I can nigga Travis. How many times he's been in the last
1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nah, nigga, regular play now, nigga. It's just real.
But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Bro, I ain't say I was blowing you out, but I did say that shit. You ain't beating me like that, you know.
Well, that's caught by Metcalf. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. He may try. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How linebacker or defensive back will widen to give you space.
And he loses the football a second time.
Look at that shit, bro.
Picked it up.
Bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
28-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Get that ball. Real.
They'll start here with Jackson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 20.
Bro, I swear, that nigga hit stick every fucking time. I hit stick, I don't get the shit. I don't get shit, bro. And I've been hit sticking the fuck out this thing, bro. Man,